higher number.
Okay, let's head out west for this one. We got Arizona State and BYU. Continuing our theme, we've got another home dog for you here in BYU. This is fascinating from this standpoint to me. BYU, I think, going for the Pac-12 title. They're 2-0. They've beaten 2 Pac-12 teams, and they get another one. So I think they're instantly in the championship game if they win this. Not sure. Check the bylaws on that to see if I'm right, but I think that's how that works.
Wait, are they going to a conference? Aren't they going to the Big 12?
They are. Well, they can't join the Pac-12 because they beat everybody out there. So they
I
can't
guess
get in
so.
that league.
See,
right?
Yeah. You're right.
Okay.
You can't let the kid in and not let them, take everybody out. Yeah, for sure.
Now this is one of those try and get in the brains of 18 to 22-year-old kids, which is always dangerous. So let's go ahead and try and do it on this one. Is this a flat spot for BYU? I mean, if I look it up in the dictionary or on Google now for the kids, if I look it up on Google, I think it's defined as this BYU exactly. Off a 9-game losing streak to in-state rival, the Holy War, Utah. They finally got that win. This defines flat spot. But Arizona State comes in. They've got their own circus going on. NCAA sneaking around. What did you do during COVID? You were bringing recruits in. They've got a couple coaches out. What's happening with Arizona State here? So we don't know. We don't know. Arizona State's beaten Southern Utah and UNLV, so I don't know that we know a lot about them on the field.
We don't know anything about them. That's saying it politely. Those are two really they have football uniforms and they are a team, but they're not really, come on.
I know competition, and I know we've got to look into that. But BYU's run defense, Utah carved them up for almost 8 yards per carry.
Yes, they did.
Week. They haven't shown they can stop anybody on the ground. So what are you doing here? Is this a home dog you finally like, or you go in Arizona and you're buying the flat spot?
I like BYU again. I think, it is a classic letdown spot. And you have a team coming in that has had no test, that has had no, they got a lot of things going on. You're right. They get the between the NCAA stuff and we haven't played anybody. Now we got to go to BYU in a night game. It's going to be crazy there. If it was crazy last week, now they won. They're playing on house money. And I think they have the horses to run with them. I'm not surprised by the line. I'll be surprised by the line movement. All right. It's painted 3.5. It feels like it's going up. So I think bettors are going to buy into the letdown spot more than BYU is for real. I don't know what to make yet of Arizona State. No idea. I don't think we know anything about them as far as on the field. Off the field, Herm Edwards, buttoned up, program, everything. I like the home dog right now. This will be one of those fun games that'll culminate, towards the end of the night. I can't wait to watch it. I don't know how it's even going to play out. They put the number up at 50, 51. That's the number when you put up when you don't know, or you don't, kind of want to let bettors determine it. Haven't seen any movement on it yet. Do you think this one shades to the over, to the under, the way it plays out?
That's a good question. That BYU rush defense I just mentioned leads me to some points there for Arizona State. Hall was tremendous at quarterback for BYU. Yeah. He had expected points added, positive EPA in 3 of the 4 quarters on Saturday. He was the only guy on either side of the ball or either team that could say that. He threw for 149 and 3 touchdowns, ran for another 92. So he's got a little something to him. I'll give you a couple more numbers. I know you're not a big trend guy, but just to put these out there on the record. Arizona State 4-0 ATS in its last 4 road games, but just 3-11 ATS as a favorite. So it has not done well in this role. BYU 7-0 ATS in its last 7 against teams with a winning record, but be careful. A lot of those were Zach Wilson last year, so I don't know how much that translates over. So so this is one of those. Let me recap if I'm reading you right. You feel you could see either side. You see both. If you're in this situation, you default to taking the home dog and the points and saying it's a momentum ride for BYU, not a letdown.
Absolutely. Yes, that's exactly that. That's the way I'm seeing it. And again, I think we'll know very quickly if they get out and Arizona State, matriculates the ball right down the field, running it. And they get that seed of doubt. And then, Arizona State does it again. Ah, boy, we might be in trouble. But yeah, initially, give me the momentum of the win, of the home crowd, and the home dog with the points, BYU.
Okay. I don't like being opposite of you, but full disclosure, I have played Arizona State -2.5 already.
How'd that work out last week for the NC State at Mississippi State game? How'd that one work out?
Not well. Didn't go well. Would you like to ask me how the pit worked out for me last week, though?
That one didn't work out well for me. That's why we got to talk about this stuff. Absolutely. I thought Tennessee was going to challenge them. They couldn't stop them either. Pitt may win the national title at this point. My goodness.
All right.